Scene 2, the second of 3 scenes of the whole play. We're with some characters we haven't seen before. This is a fairly short scene, and we are with Lady Macduff, that's Macduff's wife, her son, who we haven't met, and Ross, who's, again, one of those other kind of generic nobles. So here we go.
What had he done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
What?
Okay, so they're in the middle of a conversation. What had he done to make him fly the land? To make him... Fly means to flee in a hurry. So, he has fled. Ross says, "You must have patience, madam." She's talking about her husband. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears make us traitors. He's a traitor, maybe not out of action, but out of fear. He fled for fear, so he's a traitor. Hey, you don't know whether it was wisdom or fear for him to leave.
To leave his wife, to leave his babes, his mansion and his titles in a place from whence himself does fly. He loves us not. He wants the natural touch. For the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, will fight her young ones in her nest against the owl.
So, wait. That was wisdom? He left his wife, his children, his castle. He's the protector here. He loves us not. He does not love us. He wants the natural touch, which perhaps means he wants a life unrestricted.
All is the fear and nothing is the love. As little as the wisdom where the flight so runs against all reason.
You say this is wise. I don't think this is wise. It goes against my reasoning.
Dearest coz, I pray you, school yourself. But for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season.
Hey, you have a smart husband. He best knows the fits of the season. He knows what's going on.
Dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves, when we hold rumour from what we fear, yet know not what we fear, but float upon a wild and violent sea, each way and none. I take my leave of you. Shalt not be long, but I'll be here again.
Okay, cruel are the times. The times are cruel. When we're traitors and we don't know ourselves. Well, he might be a traitor, but he's traitor to who? Macbeth? Macbeth, the evil tyrant king that doesn't deserve to be king? Oh, so yeah, he might be a traitor, but we don't know who we are, who Scotland is. You don't know, lady. Lady, you're pretty ignorant. You have this black and white version of morality where, oh, Macbeth is the king must be right. I need to leave now.
Things at the worst will cease, or else climb upward to what they were before.
So, yeah, they might stop. Things might get worse. Who knows?
My pretty cousin, blessing upon you.
Fathered he is, and yet he's fatherless.
I am so much a fool. Should I stay longer, it would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Okay, so that line there, I'm always a little bit confused by. Fathered he is, yet he's fatherless. So she could be talking about her husband, that he was a father, but now he's not a father, because what real father would have been his children? Or she's talking about her son who's about to start speaking. He is fathered. He had a father. A father created him, and now he's fatherless. He has no father. Or it could be a combination of those two, or it could be something else. I don't know. I'm not Shakespeare. All right, it would be my disgrace and your discomfort, so it would be disgraceful for me to stay, either because your house is under scrutiny, or it just looks weird when a man appears when your husband is gone. So, goodbye.
Sirrah, your father's dead. And what will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother.
What, with worms and flies?
With what I get, I mean. And so do they.
Poor bird. Thou'dst never fear the net nor lime, the pitfall nor the gin.
Okay, so you don't have a dad. How are you going to live? Oh, the same as birds. How? Oh, they just get by. You know, they're birds. But, and then when she says here, the lime, the pitfall, nor the gin, those are types of bird traps. Yeah, but aren't you afraid that you might get trapped, like a bird?
Why should I, Mother? Poor birds, they are not set for. My father is not dead for all you'll say.
And if I'm a poor bird, no one wants to catch a poor bird. No one cares.
Yes, he is dead. How wilt thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy me 20 at any market.
Then you'll buy him to sell again.
Huh, that's actually pretty clever, like little kid. How will you do for a father? No, how will you do for a husband? Well, I can buy 20 at the market, which is true, you know. There's always men willing to hook up with a rich lady. Well, then you can just sell them again. You can interchange them. Oh, that's a kind of a funny, clever little boy.
Thou speakst with all thy wit, and yet if faith with wit enough for thee.
Was my father a traitor, mother?
Aye. That he was.
That he was at Syntax. He was that. He was a traitor.
What is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Every one that does so is a traitor, and must be hanged.
So it's a traitor? Someone that swears, makes promises, makes vows, and lies? And anyone that does that is a traitor? Yeah. And traitors need to be hanged.
And must they all be hanged that swear and lie?
Every one.
So if someone is a traitor, they swear and lie, they need to be hanged.
Must hang them.
Why, the honest men.
Then the liars and swearers are fools. For there are liars and swearers are now to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Oh, that's actually pretty good logic. Wait, so if all the liars need to get killed, there's way more liars than there are real, like, honest people in the world. Why don't the liars just have an uprising and like, get rid of the honest people?
God help thee, poor monkey. But how wilt thou do for a father?
If he were dead, you'd weep for him. If he were not, it were a good sign that I should quickly have a new father.
Well, he's not dead because you're not crying for him, so he's not really dead.
Poor prattler. How thou talk'st.
How thou talks. Oh, how you're talking. You're a smart little kid. And then a messenger enters.
Fair dame, I'm not to you known, though in your state of honour I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. If you will...
So, I'm not to you known. I'm not known to you. Hey, you don't know me, but in your state of honor, I'm perfect. You can trust me.
Take a homely man's advice, be not found here. What?
Be not found here. Don't be found here. Trust me.
Hence with your little ones.
Hence with your little ones. From here, go with your little ones.
To fight you thus, methinks I am too savage. To do worse to you were fell cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heaven preserve you. I dare abide no longer.
I dare abide no longer. Please leave. Like, I'm giving you a warning. Hey, lady, please leave. Heaven preserve you. I can't stay any longer. And then he pieces out. And then Lady Macduff is like, well, huh? What?
Whither should I fly?
Whither? Where should I fly? Where should I leave?
I have done no harm.
Hey, I haven't done anything. You know, I'm just some lady.
But I remember now I am in this earthly world, where to do harm is often laudable.
To do harm is often laudable, applaudable. It's good. Hey, she had that fake dichotomy, oh, the king's good and everyone doesn't like the king as a traitor. Oh, she has this black and white view of morality. Oh, I haven't done anything, no one could ever hurt me. Oh, but I forget that I'm on Earth, and sometimes doing harm is good for people.
To do good sometime accounted dangerous folly.
And to do good is actually dangerous sometimes.
Why then, alas, do I put up that womanly defence to say I have done no harm?
Yeah, I'm putting up the womanly defense saying, no one has harmed me, so nothing bad will come to me. Now, in Lady Macduff, we see this, kind of this dichotomy between her and Lady Macbeth. There's only two named female characters in the play that aren't supernatural beings. It's Lady Macbeth and Lady Macduff. And they're kind of opposites. Lady Macduff is a nurturer. She's ignorant of evil. She's ignorant of kind of bad motives. And Lady Macbeth is not a mother. She's a committer of evil. She's a persuader of evil. Let's continue. Oh, as you can see, enter murderers. Yeah, that's their job. They might be the same murderers from earlier in the play that got Banquo. Who knows?
Are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hope in no place so unsanctified, where such as thou mayst find him.
Well, I hope he's not any place as unsanctified as it's indecent that you would also be there at the same time. So she's saying he's not here and I hope you never find him, and you're disgusting, all in the same line.
He's a traitor.
Thou liest, thou shag-eared villain!
What? You egg? Young cry of treachery!
He has killed me, mother. Run away, I pray you.
Murder! Murder! Murder!
Well, that escalated quickly. Yeah, and they got murdered. And she's about to be murdered. Calls him an egg, just like some sort of small thing. You fry of treachery, you child of treachery. And then in the Shakespeare tradition, people say I'm dead as they're dying. He has killed me, mother. Run away, I pray you. Yeah. And that Macbeth took care of business. And the scene is over.